Planet Neptune is a gas giant, its mass is very huge, and it is 17 times larger than the planet Earth, and it is also more massive than the planet Uranus. Because of its great distance, we cannot see it with the naked eye from Earth. The only way to see it is through telescopes, which show it in a blue-green color. This color is caused by the presence of huge amounts of methane gas in its atmosphere. Neptune. Characteristics of the planet Neptune. According to what scientists say, the planet Neptune was formed 4.5 billion years ago, that is, in the early stages of the formation of our solar system, when clouds of gases, dust and cosmic rocks gathered together due to the forces of attraction between them, which led to the formation of the planet. Some scientists believe that this planet was closer to the Sun, but it began to move away about 4 billion years ago, and then settled in its orbit after the planet Uranus. Planet Neptune, like other outer planets in the Solar System known as the gas giants, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. All of these planets consist mainly of hydrogen, helium and a few hydrocarbons in addition to nitrogen. What makes Neptune and Uranus different from the two planets Saturn and Jupiter is the presence of a higher percentage of ice that consists of water, ammonia and methane, in addition to the heart of the planet that consists of rocks and ice. For this reason scientists call the planets Uranus and Neptune the ice giants. The inner layers of the planet Neptune are not different or distinct. Its core is rocky and its mass is approximately equal to that of the planet Earth, and its gravitational force is about 110% of the Earth's gravitational force. Despite its large size, its density is low due to its gaseous nature. This gaseous nature causes strong winds to blow on it, which are the fastest in our solar system. The speed of these winds reaches 2,000 km per hour. Although Neptune is farthest from the Sun, this planet emits more heat than it receives from the Sun. Climate and atmosphere. Hydrogen gas constitutes the largest percentage of the gases that make up the atmosphere, and there is a smaller percentage of helium and methane. The atmosphere of Neptune is characterized by its very cold temperature, which may reach -225 degrees Celsius, and the activity of strong winds leads to temperature fluctuations on the planet. These winds are very fast, and the clouds that cover it are cold and fast-moving. The Voyager 2 spacecraft detected some exciting phenomena on the surface of Neptune, including cirrus clouds, which are clouds formed from ice methane crystals and are distinguished by their height. These clouds revolve around the planet a full cycle every 16 hours. In the planet's atmosphere, a spot called the Great Dark Spot appears. After observing it for a long time by scientists, they were able to conclude that it is a hole in a cloud of methane gas, which is exactly like the hole in the ozone layer on our planet, but it is somewhat different, as he saw scientists through the Hubble telescope that it disappeared completely and appeared in another place nearby a dark elliptical spot. The magnetic field. The magnetic field of Neptune is quite similar to the magnetic field of our planet Earth, except that it extends to a distance greater than hundreds of thousands of kilometers. Changes during rotation. The Voyager 2 spacecraft has detected a very similar phenomenon to the aurora borealis that we observe on our planet, but this phenomenon is more complex and this is due to the strange magnetic field of Neptune. The rings of the planet Neptune. As with all gaseous planets in the Solar System, scientists have found 5 rings orbiting the planet. The Gale ring is the closest ring to the planet Neptune and is 41,900 km away from its center. The Leverrier loop is about 53,200 km away. The Lassell ring is about 55,400 km away from it. The Arago ring is about 57,600 km from the planet's center. Adam's ring, which is 62,830 km from the center. Moons of the planet Neptune. There are 14 moons orbiting the planet Neptune. Scientists named these moons after ancient Greek gods and nymphs to form an association with the name Neptune, which is the name of the god of the seas, among the ancient Romans. The largest moon orbiting Neptune is Triton, which was discovered by the scientist William Lassell in 1846. This moon is the only moon that revolves around the planet in an orbit opposite to the rotation of the other moons. Scientists believe that the reason for this is due to the fact that this moon was not a moon, but rather an asteroid attracted by Neptune. This large moon is very cold, with a surface temperature of -235 degrees Celsius, but what baffled scientists is their discovery of hot springs that spew ice material up to a height of 8 kilometers, and that its atmosphere becomes more and more warm with the passage of time without knowing the reason. That other moons orbiting Neptune are Nereid, Naiad, Thalassa, Despina, Galatea, Larissa, Proteus, Halimede, Samoth, Sao, Lamedia, Neso, Hippocamp. History of the exploration of Neptune. In 1612, the scientist Galileo Galilei observed the planet Neptune for the first time in the sky through a small telescope. At that time, I believed that the planet was a fixed star. It is not classified as a planet. In 1846, scientists knew that Neptune was not a star, and it has been considered the eighth planet in the Solar System since that time. The Pioneer 10 probe was able to enter the orbit of the planet Neptune in 1983, becoming the first probe to reach the eighth planet. Then scientists were able to discover the rings of Neptune a year later. In 1989, Voyager 2 took pictures of the planet Neptune from a distance of 4,800 kilometers above the North Pole. Discoveries continued later, as 5 satellites were found orbiting it. It is curious to know that the orbit of Neptune is very large, as it needs more than 165 years to complete one complete revolution around the Sun. Therefore, since its discovery, the planet has been able to complete only one revolution, and that was in 2011.